Hello everyone. Today I'm going to work on this objective markers in the compass bar, and as you can see here that red cone represents this red marker and the yellow cone represents the yellow marker, blue cone represents the blue marker. So they will be in the compass bar like this. As I move around and as I look around, they will move in the compass bar to show their direction related to the players looking at direction. So this can be used to represent things like objective markers, points of interest, character markers, etc. in a game. We can attach this objective marker actor to other in-game actors. And thanks for watching. Sorry, not that. So this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Okay, so at the moment I have created this compass bar, and it's just a compass bar. It doesn't have any objective markers or anything. So today I am going to add a special marker onto this. Like, you can use it to show some points of interest or some special characters direction, or basically the objective location, as you can see in games like Skyrim and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Right, let's see. And for this purpose I have created this marker. It's not clear here because I am using a white, and I have imported this texture. So this texture has the same width and height as this compass bar texture we used last time. So this has a width of 1084 and height of 100 pixels, and same as that, this marker image as well. This is the image, we can clearly see it here. This has the same width and height, so it matches with the existing compass bar. Right, and the reason to import it in white, so that I can multiply it with any color I want. So with that I can have markers in multiple colors. Okay, and now just like compass bar, we can let this is the compass bar image. In case you have forgotten it, I'll change the preview size to 1000 by 100. Okay, yeah, this is the way we see it. And here, as if you may remember, if I change this parameter to something else, you can see this is moving to the left and right based on this yaw value. I'll keep it as 0. I'll convert this texture into a parameter. Let's call it image, and apply. And also I'll set a slider here. As the minimum value I'll put -1, and as the maximum value I'll put 1. Right, now let's create another material instance with this. I'll call it mi marker, and here I'll change it back to 1000 by 100. and I'll override this compass bar image with the marker. Now it's like this. Why is that? Alright, let's multiply let's multiply the alpha value of this image with the output of this. So I think it should work. Apply. Alright, now we can see only the objective marker, and if I change the yaw, you can see it is moving like this. So now we can use this behavior to show the marker's location. And also into this material I'll add a multiplier and let's promote this to a vector parameter. Let's call it color, and I'll change the default color to white. Now we can see the compass, and here now I can change the color to anything I want. I'll keep red. Okay, and now the material is complete. Save, and let's go to compass bar widget. It's like this. Okay, now I'll now I need a child component of this same compass bar widget, and not child component, basically a child class of this widget blueprint. So how can I create one? Just like other classes, we don't have create child blueprint when we right click on the widgets. So let's go to the blueprints, and here type compass, and we can see widget compass bar. Select it and you will have a child blueprint of widget compass bar, WDG marker. Let's call it compass marker. Right, now here same as the widget compass bar, we have this image, but we can't change or do anything to that. So in the construct, we can't access this image as a variable, so I will go to the main compass bar, and this is a variable compass bar name compass. Here I can see the variables, but we should be able to access compass get compass bar. Right, set texture, set brush from texture as the texture. Let's select the marker and compile. Now here you can see the marker. Okay, so but yeah, that's fine, but I think instead of that it would be better if we have a separate initialize function to this. So from the character who is acting as a objective or a target character, or whatever the actor in the game can decide what's the icon going to be. So let me delete it. Yeah, I'll leave it for now, it doesn't do anything. And let me create a custom event. Init initialize marker. Here I am going to use the same function, and this is a texture 2D reference, so I can set the texture like this. Okay. Yeah, now let's create another blueprint BP, and what's the type? Let's use actor. Let's call it marker, BP marker. Right, now in here in the begin play, let's create widget from the class compass marker, promote to a variable marker, and call init marker. So as for the moment I'm going to use this same marker object, marker texture, because I don't have anything else, and add to viewport. Right. Fail to save. What's wrong? Compass bar. What's wrong? Let me close this. Alright, I have opened 2 instances of the project. Sorry about that. Now it is working. Okay. Now let's drag and drop one of these markers into the level. And at the moment I can't see it. Yeah, I think this is covered by the compass bar, so let's add a small delay in the beginning, so it should be added on top of. See? Alright, now as you can see, we can see the icon, but it doesn't have any, it stays in the same location, it's not changing. Okay, and yeah, now and the compass bar marker, we can access material. compass, here let's set vector parameter value, and as the value I'm gonna use color. And this is a linear color structure. Let me promote it to a variable. No, we don't need it as a variable. Let me promote it to parameter. Let's call it texture color. Now in the BP marker I can set that as well. Let's set it to red, and now let's see. Oh, it's still white. Oh wait, access none, try to read property and compass. Right, I think this part, this construct is called after underline which it is constructed. Okay, so then let's call this in the pre-construct, because this, I guess this part, this construct is called once we add it to the screen, and at the moment when you try to initialize, we haven't added it to the viewport yet. No, still no. Right, then what can we do? Okay, then let's do something like this. Is valid. If it is not valid, oh no, actually I don't think it's worth to do that. Let's promote this to macro. Set dynamic material. Oh, this is the compass bar. Instead of a macro, let's convert this to function. Set dynamic material. I don't need the macro anymore. So I'll keep it like this. And in the compass marker, before we initialize, I'll call set dynamic material to ensure that we have a valid reference in the dynamic material. Still white. Oh. Alright, then let's interchange the order of these two events. And see, still error. Alright, I'm really sorry. So this is what went wrong. So here I am setting brush from the texture, but here we have set this as using a material. So what we should have done is, instead of setting brush from texture, set brush from material. Now I don't think I need any of these or this. As the material, I can promote it to a parameter. Let me put it first. And set the color, compile. Now in this BP marker actor, let me refresh the node, and as the material use MI marker. Now see, no more errors. So we still got one more error. Compass. But we don't need it because we can set the color here. Right, and also we don't need this parameter as well. Oh, here we have connected this twice. That's not necessary. Yeah, but anyway, it would be useful if we can change the color in this BP marker as well. So let me undo and keep the color. Now I think when we change the set brush from material, when the material is changed, we will have to reinitialize the material. So set dynamic material, let's call it here. Right, and it is working, no more errors. Cool. And now I don't think we need this delay also. Yeah, and I think the tick is disabled for this compass bar marker. That's why we can't see any change. This stays in the middle. So if it is working, as the character rotates, controller rotates, it should also move with the compass bar. That's not correct. We should change the logic to calculate its yaw, required yaw, but why is it not moving? Let me delete this. Add again, tick. Okay. Now it is colored, so I think it will work now. Let's see. Ah yeah, now it is working. Maybe it's a bug in the engine, I don't know. So what we need to change is the way it calculates the yaw value. So let me collapse this to a function, calculate yaw, and I'll change it to a PO function so that we don't have to connect an execution line. Now what this simply does is it get the character's control rotation and divide it by 360. But for the objective marker, that's not what we need to do. We need to calculate the rotation from the player. So let's override. What's the function name I just implemented? Calculate yaw. Okay. It's the first. Okay. Right. Now here, in order to calculate the yaw, we need a reference to the actor who has initialized this compass marker. So can we access it? Let's define another variable as owning actor. This should be actor reference. Right, now when we initialize this compass marker, let's set the owning actor to set owning actor. I'll connect it as a parameter like this, and when we initialize we can set self. Okay, now we have a reference to the owning BP marker actor within our widget. So how to do the calculation? Okay, so for that we need a reference to player character, and also we need a reference to owning actor, and also we need to location of the player character and location of the owning character. Then we need to find the rotation, the bit from the player character to the to this marker actor. So we can do it like this: find locat rotation, and here we are only interested in this return value yo. Right. And we need to so this yo operates in between -1 and +1, so we need to divide this by 360 as we have done here. Divide it by 360. And should we add to this existing should we add to this value or subtract from this value? I think we need to subtract. Let's see. Now here is the objective actor. To identify that, I'll put some, let's put some add some static mesh like a cone. Yeah, can we make it a different color? Cool. So yellow cone is the objective. We can see it now. Not X. Yeah, okay, it is working, because now this is west and the objective is in the west. So if I look at it, you can see it's in the middle, and now it's in the north. Okay, it is working. So as long as we are directly looking at it, it will be in the middle, and if I look left to or to any other direction, it goes away. Okay, fine. Alright, so it is working. Yeah, so I was testing if it looks better if we print the icon larger than the compass. But the problem is it moves down, so we need to set the pivot to the middle. Now let's see. Yeah, now it's in the middle, it stays correctly. Alright, so yeah, that's it. That's how we add an objective marker to our compass bar, and I'd like to stop this episode at this point. Before that, one more thing. Why don't we add multiple objective markers and see how they look? Yeah, they have different. It would be better if they have different colors. Yeah, we can do that. How? Here, let's promote this to a variable. Let's call it marker color and make it public. And in the construction script, I'll set oh no, yes, let's set the color of the cone as well, same as the icon color. What's para. Let me change this to color. Because it's proper. Right, now we can change the marker color to anything we need. This one I'll change to yellow. Right, now we can see 3 markers with three colors. Alright, so with this I'd like to stop this episode at this point. And as always, project files will be available for the download through the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you would like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. Thanks for watching. See you in another episode. Goodbye.